Buddham Sharanam Gacchami.
A long time back, some 2,600 years ago, to give you an idea, there was a kingdom in North India called Kapilavatthu. It was this kingdom that gave us the Buddha, the illumined one, who played a key part in changing the world's perception of life and its problems. King Suddhodana, who belonged to Sakya clan, ruled the kingdom. Mahamaya was his queen.
Maya? Mahamaya!
Oh dear, where am I?
What happened, dear? You were saying something.
Ah, yes, I had a dream. A divine dream.
Dreams at this early hour come true.
The sky was filled with white light, and a bunch of rays became a white elephant with 6 tusks, and it entered my womb. I feel happy and my heart is filled with joy.
Amazing! I will ask our royal astrologer to interpret this dream.
King, I have interpreted our queen's dream. This kingdom is going to have a great prince. The queen will bear a son who will become a great man one day. The whole world will be benefited by the prince.
Thank God, my dream has come true. I am going to have a son who will succeed me.
Months rolled by.
Dear, as is the custom, I would like to go to my parents' house to give birth.
As you wish. I will arrange for your journey. Take care, dear.
The queen and her attendants began their journey to the home of her child.
Oh, I am so tired. Where are we? Oh, what a beautiful place. Let's get down and rest here for some time. I think the baby is ready to come into this world.
As she reached for the branch of a tree, which bent itself down to meet her hand, the pangs of birth began. Unlike other women, Mahamaya delivered her child while standing and holding on to the branch. Mahamaya gave birth to a noble prince, destined to be the greatest spiritual teacher of the world in the Lumbini park on the full moon day of May. Siddhartha immediately took 7 steps. At each step, a lotus grew out of the ground to receive the future Buddha. The infant arose, pointing one finger to the heavens and one to the earth, declaring,
In the heavens and on the earth, I am the most venerable teacher of gods and men. This is my last birth on this earth.
The attendants were astonished and were filled with wonder by the child's beauty.
Oh, what a serene face! Let's go back to Kapilavatthu. The king will be longing to see his son.
Mahamaya returned with her son to Kapilavatthu. The news about the birth of the prince spread everywhere.
Arrange for a grand reception. My son is coming.
Dear, look at our son.
Beautiful. Welcome home, my son. Let's go in.
Dear, we need to give him a name.
Yeah, I'm thinking of it. Name... Siddhartha. How is the name?
Siddhartha. Siddhartha, a lovely name. It means...
It means... wish fulfilled.
Okay, now let him sleep now, dear.
Next day, the ceremony took place in a grand way. Meantime, a great sage, Asita, who had given up the worldly pleasures, heard about the birth of Siddhartha.
Let me visit the child.
Look there. Welcome, O great sage.
We are really blessed. Welcome, O great sage.
Please bless our child, O great sage.
May God bless you. Let me bless your son. Ah, O great one.
Asita, instead of blessing the child, saluted it. First, he felt happy, and then sad.
Sage, what is this?
O king, your son is no ordinary child. I am sure he will grow up to be more than a great man. If the prince stayed with you and wanted to rule the kingdom, he would become the greatest king ever. He would rule a huge kingdom, and his people would have peace and much joy. But if he made the decision not to become a king, his future would be even greater. He will become a great teacher who would show the people the way to live with their hearts filled with love and peace.
Thank you. But why were you first happy and then sad?
I was happy because he would become a great teacher, and sad I would not be alive to benefit from his superior wisdom. I will take leave now, King.
I want my son to be a great ruler and not a teacher.
The beloved queen died 7 days after giving birth to her child. Her younger sister, Mahapajapati, who was also married to the king, adopted the child and took good care of him.
Buddham Sharanam Gacchami.
Years rolled by. The prince grew into a bright, handsome and kind-hearted boy.
It's time for me to arrange for his education. I will appoint the best teachers in the kingdom for him.
Few days passed.
He is remarkably intelligent. There is nothing I can teach him. Let me convey this to our king.
Oh, welcome, teacher. How is my son doing in his studies?
Your Majesty, the prince does not need us anymore. After only a few lessons, he has learned everything we have to teach him. In fact, he has taught us a few things that we ourselves never knew before.
I am really proud of him. With his intelligence, my son will certainly grow up to be a wise and powerful king. Son, why don't you go and play with the other boys?
Father, they are quarreling with each other. I do not like it. I love to spend my time in peace.
Siddhartha always played with the animals and spent much of his time alone. One day, as the prince was sitting in the garden, a flock of white swans flew overhead. Suddenly, an arrow shot up into the air, striking one of them. The stricken bird fell out of the sky and landed in the garden. Siddhartha gently picked up the swan.
Oh, you poor swan, do not be afraid. I shall take care of you. Here, let me remove this arrow and pour this medicinal juice. Ah, now you will be out of danger.
Devadaha, cousin of Siddhartha, came running into the garden.
Siddhartha, great news! I got a swan. You should have seen my aim. I hit it with my first shot. It fell down somewhere near here. Help me look for it. What? This is my arrow. Where is my bird?
It's with me.
Yeah, I can see it. You took my swan. Give it back to me. I shot it and it's mine.
Don't ever touch it. I found this bird lying here, bleeding, and I don't plan to give it to anyone while it is still wounded.
It belongs to me. I shot it fair and square. And you have stolen it from me. Give it back or I will take it back.
It belongs to the sky and should be set free to go on its way as soon as it is able to fly. Until it recovers, it is mine, since I saved its life.
The two boys stood arguing like this for some time. Devadaha was getting angrier and angrier, but Siddhartha refused to give him the swan.
When two grown-ups have a quarrel like this, they settle it in court, in front of a group of wise people. Each one explains his case. Then the wise people decide who is right. I think you and I should do the same.
I don't like this idea very much. But I agree because this is the only way I can get my swan back.
So the two of them went to the palace and appeared in front of the king and his ministers.
Father, we are here to settle our dispute over this swan.
Let me hear your story. First, it is Devadatta's chance.
Both gave their sides of the story. The court was also divided and could not arrive at a unanimous verdict. Then, a very old man came to the court, whom no one remembered ever seeing before.
He looks very wise. He will be in a position to give a verdict.
Everyone values his or her life more than anything else in the world. Therefore, I think that the swan belongs to the person who tried to save its life, not the person who tried to take its life away. So, the swan rightfully belongs to Siddhartha.
Everyone agreed that what the wise man said was true. So they decided to let the prince keep the swan. Later, when the king tried to find the old man and reward him for his wisdom, he was nowhere to be found.
This is very strange. I wonder where he came from and where he went.
This was just one of the many unusual things that happened concerning the prince. So many people thought he must be a very special person indeed.
Buddham Sharanam Gacchami.
On coming of age, the prince became famous and was loved by everyone because of his kind and peaceful nature. But King was much worried about him. A king without drive and daring. How could that be?
Minister, Siddhartha is too gentle and sensitive. I want him to grow up to be a great king. Kings must be strong and powerful. He is more interested in sitting peacefully in the garden than he is in learning how to be the ruler of a kingdom.
Do not worry. We will look for a way to change our prince.
If he becomes a great teacher, as sage Asita predicted, my wish of his becoming a great king will remain unfulfilled.
King, I have a suggestion. The prince should be married. to get him out of his dream world and into the real world.
Hope this idea will work out. Let's start our search for a beautiful princess worthy of my son.
Days passed.
My lord, I suggest that Princess Yashodhara, daughter of King Suprabuddha, will be a perfect match.
Then, let me start immediately.
Oh, welcome. We are honored by your visit. Tell me, O Great One.
Thanks for your great welcome. We are here to talk about an important proposal. We are here to ask your daughter's hand for our prince, Siddhartha.
I would like to tell you that there are lots of other excellent young men who want to marry my daughter. I will arrange for a contest. The prince should compete to marry my daughter.
I agree. Minister, my worries have doubled now. Siddhartha had never shown the slightest liking for warrior games. Then how will he win among skilled contestants?
Do not worry, father. I will win the contest. I will do whatever is required to make Yashodhara my bride.
The day of the contest arrived, and Siddhartha participated along with other princes.
The first contest will be archery.
Siddhartha excelled in it.
The second contest is swordsmanship. The third is horse riding.
Though there were many skilled contestants, Siddhartha excelled in the sports and won his lady's hand, not only by a show of strength, but also with his tender and caring nature.
Let's announce the marriage of Prince Siddhartha with Princess Yashodhara.
To make our prince engage in normal life, we need to keep him happy.
Yes, let's make the necessary arrangements.
The marriage was held with great pomp and show.
On this occasion, I gift you 3 wonderful palaces. Rama, palace for winter season, Surama palace for summer season, and Subha palace for rainy season. See to it that he is entertained the whole day and not allowed to see anything sad, unpleasant or pathetic.
For many years, Siddhartha lived a luxurious life.
My plans are working out so well.
After dinner, the prince would relax by listening to sweet, relaxing melodies.
Oh, I feel restless today. Oh, great singer, will you sing a song you have never sung before?
The singer sang of the beauties of the world, of her travels to faraway places, of happy people who lived in golden cities.
I would like to know whether there are such beautiful places as described in the song, beyond the garden walls. I think I have lots of things to explore in this mysterious world. Let me talk to my father.
Son, come dear.
Yes, father. I am curious to see the outside world. I feel as if I have been caged in the palace, totally unaware of all the wonders of the world. I want to go out and see the outside world. Please arrange for a trip outside the palace.
That, son, my suggestion is...
Please, do not give any excuses. Arrange for a trip.
Okay, son. Minister, did you hear this? Siddhartha has requested for a trip, and I have accepted. If I say no, then his eagerness will grow.
He should not encounter any unpleasant thing.
Yes, you are right. Let's do it this way. We will pass an order that everyone should decorate their houses and look happy.
Next day, Channa, the charioteer, brushed up Kantaka, the prince's favorite horse, and drove to the capital city.
First glimpse of Kapilavatthu.
The whole kingdom came on the streets to take their first look of the handsome young prince.
We are really fortunate. One day he will rule us. Yes, long live our prince! Long live our prince!
Channa, everyone is happy. I see a smile on everyone's face. The song was right. This is a beautiful and wonderful city. Channa, why is that man so different from the others?
Where, dear prince?
Over there in the crowd.
Oh, he's an old man.
Old? Meaning?
Meaning his days are over? He too was strong, healthy, like others years before. But slowly, his strength was lost, and as a result, his body got bent, his cheeks lost their color, he lost most of his teeth.
Like him, will I too become old? Will my father too become old?
Yes, prince, everyone will become old.
Yashodhara?
Princess, Prince Rahul, everyone born on this earth will become old one day. Every moment of every day, a person grows older.
I am shocked. This is the cruel reality of life. I am scared. My trip has been spoiled. Let's go back. Go back, Channa.
We will.
Yashodhara tried to lift his spirits, but was unsuccessful. He did not eat anything and sat alone pondering over old age. The next day,
Minister, let's arrange for another trip. This time, strict care has to be taken to keep our prince happy.
As you say, my lord.
Channa, the people seem so happy. Stop the chariot.
Yes, prince.
Channa, come with me. Can you see there? Why is the man lying on the road?
Prince, he is a sick man.
Why is he giving out such strange sounds?
Prince, he is coughing. He is ill.
What has brought him to this pass?
There are a number of reasons, but his body has grown weak and he is no more able to resist the illnesses that beset one.
Will all the happy people become sick one day?
Yes, Prince, and no one is safe from illness.
I am totally depressed. I don't understand how people can be so happy when they could become sick any moment. Let's go back, Channa.
the prince was even more depressed and did not speak to anyone.
Lord, our prince is not his usual self. He has been greatly disturbed.
I pray to God that my fear should not come true. This time he should not see any sight that will disturb him the least.
Again, the city wore a festive look and people were happy.
Prince, forget what you saw yesterday. See, there, how beautiful those children are. Turn this side. What a lovely garden.
Yes, but Stop, Channa.
Oh my God! This time what has he seen?
Channa, a man is lying still, and the people around him are crying. And now, where are they carrying him?
That prince, the person is dead, and he is being taken to be burned.
What do you mean by dead? And if they burn his body, will it not burn him? Please, Channa, explain what you mean so I can understand.
Prince, I will tell you everything. A baby grows into a child, and then a young man, who then goes through the joy and happiness of life, bringing up a family, working for a living, growing older and weaker. Finally, he is dead. Every person has to die one day.
These words, uttered innocently by the charioteer, shocked the prince deeply.
Do you mean that one day my wife, my child, my friends, and I will all be dead?
Yes, Prince.
Let's go.
No, Prince. I will take you to another place. A beautiful garden. A grand feast will be ready.
Siddhartha, on his way, saw a dignified hermit. The first three sights convincingly proved to him the universal ailments of humanity. The fourth signified the means to overcome the ills of life and to attain calm and peace. These four unexpected sights served to increase the urge in him to renounce the world.
Let's go. I'm not interested in anything now. I wonder how people can be so happy when they know that they will die one day. Why people bother to dress up when one day they are going to be consigned to the flames?
Siddhartha was lost in his thoughts of old age, sickness, death. He was deeply thinking about the mystery of death.
Prince, happy news. Princess has given birth to a son.
You go. I will come. Yashodhara. Name him Rahula. Rahula means the bondage which has come to me.
The young prince had lost interest in everything. Everyone was sad to see the changes in their beloved Siddhartha.
Father, give me permission to leave this palace and go somewhere else. I prefer a change of place.
The worried king readily accepted.
If that will make you happy, I give you permission. Ministers, keep a close watch and stay near him and take care of him.
What a lovely place.
Siddhartha saw a man and his ox ploughing the field. Siddhartha sat down there. He saw the plough cut across the earth. He saw an earthworm thrown out. A small frog hopped down and ate the worm. A snake which was there in a bush gulped the frog. An eagle swooped down and grabbed the snake and flew away.
What suffering the creatures go through. I do not like to see this sad and miserable existence in this world.
He sat under a rose apple tree and started meditating. As he went deeper into the suffering he had seen, his mind was more at peace. For the first time in his life, he could feel a sense of peace and serenity. His mind was now relaxed and at ease.
Your eyes are bright and calm. You look peaceful.
I am tired of the so-called pleasures that were to be found in the company of others. But now, I have left my home and live in the forest caves. I wandered around in search of a way to put an end to my sufferings.
Now, I have found the true meaning of my life. From now, I will start searching for true happiness and find a cure for the sufferings of the world. Let me go back to the palace. Father! Father!
Yes, son.
I am here with a request.
Don't make a request that will break my heart.
Father, understand. I want to become a homeless wanderer so that I can search for a path to put an end to all pain and misery in the world. Allow me to explore this path.
What will I do now? My fear has come true. Siddhartha, my dear, please forget the idea of leaving the palace. You are still too young to lead the lonely and arduous life of a holy man. Put off your decision until you are old enough. Moreover, you are the heir to the throne.
I will rule this kingdom if you give me 4 promises.
What is it?
1. You should never grow old. 2. You should never fall ill. 3. You should not die. And 4. You should not be in a state of unhappiness, even for a moment.
King called for his minister.
You seem to be deeply disturbed. Can I help you, my lord?
Minister, we need to watch Siddhartha. Double up the security. I want you to guard the prince round the clock. The prince should not be allowed to leave the palace for any reason. That is my order.
The minister visited Siddhartha.
Minister, please come in.
Prince, your father has passed orders that you should not leave this palace.
I am really upset. Why does he not understand me?
The same night, the sufferings of illness, death, misery and old age kept going around in his mind.
I have made up my mind. Tonight, somehow, I have to leave this palace.
After dinner,
How will I leave this palace? The doors are heavily guarded.
when Siddhartha neared Yashodhara's chamber,
I must see my son. Oh, she is sleeping. If I lift the princess's hand to take my son in my arms, she will awaken and my departure will be hampered. When I find the truth, I will come back and see him.
by the time Siddhartha reached the entrance, all the guards were found sleeping. A supernatural power has put all the guards into such a profound sleep that no sound whatsoever would waken them.
Channa, 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 wake up.
Prince, what are you doing here at this midnight hour?
Shh, do not make noise. Bring my horse. I feel like going for a ride.
Yes, Prince. Wait here. I'll be back in a moment.
Channa was in a trance and carried out the orders of Siddhartha.
Do not make a sound. Let us leave this place very quietly.
Siddhartha rode on his horse and Channa followed him. They rode out quietly into the dark. On reaching the edge of the city, the prince took a look back.
I will not return to Kapilavatthu until I found the means to end all the agony of the world.
They journeyed all night and at dawn neared the dwelling of many holy people. The prince was happy to start off his real journey.
Channa, thanks for all your help. Now take this horse and go back to the palace.
What? Am I going back without you? I can't bear this, Prince.
Do not cry, Channa. I can understand your grief. Take all these jewels. I do not need them anymore. And tell my father that I have not left them in anger. I still love them. I am leaving because I love them most. When I finish my search, I will return to them.
Channa took the reins of Kantaka and slowly led the horse back to the palace. Finally, he reached the capital.
Channa, where were you? We were searching for you. Hope you know the whereabouts of our prince.
He has left us. He had renounced royal life forever.